Circle Youth, it's Bailey. Welcome to our final week of Cancelled. This week, we're talking about loving our enemies. Now, I'll just start by saying that every week, it seems like there's a new villain of the week trending online. Yet another famous person, politician, or organization everyone loves to hate, either for something silly or because they said something hurtful or offensive. Here is our first question of the night, right off the bat. Which famous people do you follow? Are there any famous people you hate follow? You know, someone you follow because they make you cringe? Go ahead and talk about it in your groups for a few minutes. Like we talked about in the first week of this series, social media has led to a phenomenon called cancel culture. A big jumble of online behaviors, some helpful and justified and some not, like calling out, shaming, boycotting, and holding people accountable for their actions. It happens when people troll and start online feuds for fun. Some people use social media to embarrass or hurt each other for a laugh or for revenge. And other people call out or cancel others for legitimate reasons, especially public figures who said or did something very harmful. But today, I don't want to talk about internet trolls or celebrity drama. I want to talk about what happens when we have legitimate reasons to cancel someone. Whether it's online, in our families, or in our circles of friends, there's never a shortage of people we love to hate, especially when we feel there's a good reason for that hatred. When someone hurts us, it's tempting to cancel them by loving to hate them, talking poorly about them, disrespecting them, and taking revenge on them. It's complicated, isn't it? When we're hurt, of course we want to stick up for ourselves and hold people accountable for their actions. But God also calls us to forgive and show grace rather than seeking revenge. Now, before we go any further, let me just make a few things absolutely clear. The message this week is not telling you to be nice to someone who is abusive or dangerous to you. It's not to not ask for help when you're in danger, and it's not to not seek justice when someone has harmed you. If you are in a position now, or you have been in the past, where someone, especially an adult, is harming you or harming someone else, please tell one of the adults that you trust. That's not what I'm getting at here in this message. Now, keeping that in mind, today we're going to take a look at some of Jesus' words about enemies, or the people we love to hate. Here's another question to get the gears turning before we hear what Jesus had to say. What are some famous enemies that you can think of? Why do you think they're such good enemies? My example is Batman and the Joker. Go ahead and talk about it in your groups for a few minutes. Now that you're thinking of some famous enemies, let's hear what Jesus had to say about how to treat them. Here's what he said. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those that are against you. That's found in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, about verses 38 to 45. You guys, Jesus flipped the script. Instead of telling his audience to love those who love them and hate those who hate them, Jesus challenged them and us to try something new, to love our enemies. Jesus challenges us to love the people we want to hate. Now, let's talk about this phrase, turn the other cheek, a little bit, because it's often misunderstood. When Jesus said this, he didn't mean never stand up for yourself or others, or let people walk all over you. I mean, Jesus himself had no problem verbally defending himself, and he often got angry at people who were cruel and hurtful. But Jesus never sought revenge or was cruel to other people or escalated a conflict just because his pride was wounded. Here's what I think Jesus did mean when he said, turn the other cheek. When someone attacks, hurts, or lashes out at you, Don't be overcome by anger. Don't plot your revenge. Don't escalate the situation. Don't react without thinking. Respond wisely instead. Here's a quick video of how I've seen this done before. Now, in this video, the guy uses kind words and compliments to stop this bully in her tracks. Go ahead and take a look.
Now, in this game, I want you to call me an idiot. I'm going to try to get you to stop being mean. You can make fun of my high forehead, my pointy nose. You can make fun of my ugly clothes. Here's how the game works. It's pretty brilliant. I'm going to try to get you to stop being mean. And if I can stop you from being mean, I win. But if I can't stop you and you keep being mean to me, you win, okay? So the goal is not to give up. You call me an idiot and you keep making fun of me. I'm going to try to stop you. On the count of 3, everyone say action. 1, 2, 3. Action! Go ahead, call me an idiot.
You're an idiot.
What'd you say?
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
You're ugly.
That hurts my feelings.
Yeah, like I care.
I'm going to get you in trouble.
Sure, short stuff.
I'm taller than you. Shut up. You call me an idiot one more time and I will windmill kick your face.
Like I care. Like you could do anything in those clothes.
These clothes are freaking awesome, okay?
Sure, plaid and sweater vest.
Oh, you have eyes. You can see. Stop being mean.
I hate your face.
Stop being mean.
I hate blonde people.
All right, give her a big hand clap. She did great. All right, now hold on. Good job. All right. I tried to stop you. I couldn't. You did a great job. We're going to play one last time. Same rules. You can call me an idiot. I'm going to try to stop you. Don't let me stop you, okay? You keep being mean to me. Do you think I can stop her? No. All right, I'll try. Here we go. On the count of 3, everyone say action. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and call me an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Oh, you think I'm an idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I do stupid things. That's true.
Yeah, you do. You always do stupid things.
I know. You're so smart. You're so lucky.
Yes, I am.
You're awesome.
Thank you. And you're not.
I know. We established that. Cool. Look, my happiness is not based on whether you think I'm cool or not. I'm going to be happy even if you hate my guts.
Okay.
And I'll always be nice to you, sweetheart.
Okay. No.
Isn't she lovely?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I won. Give me a big hand clap. That was awesome.
That's the power of love over hate and of self-control instead of revenge. When we react in anger or seek revenge, we just escalate conflicts, which makes it much more difficult for the person who's hurt us to come to terms with what they did. After all, if you punch someone back after they punch you, they'll just have a reason to hit you again, and they might even think that their first punch was justified. When Jesus said to turn the other cheek, he wasn't telling us to just get over it. He was telling us to strategically choose love instead of hatred, because love changes things. When someone hurts us, it's natural to want to cancel them and make them pay. But it's possible to hold someone accountable for their actions without adding to the hatred in the world. The world needs us to model a new way forward, the way of love, not hate. It's going to be challenging, but most important things are. This change can start with us when we decide to do a few things. 1, forgive. Forgiveness isn't something we do for the person who hurt us. It's something we do for ourselves and God. Whether they've asked for our forgiveness or not, we can choose to let go of bitterness towards the people who have hurt us. Now, you may not be ready to fully forgive that person today, and that's okay, don't worry. Forgiveness is often a journey. Next, notice. We all need people to model for us what compassion and love look like. But the good news is that these examples are everywhere. We just have to pay attention. 3, defend. We've talked a lot about what to do when we've been hurt, but don't forget that other people are being hurt all the time. You might notice someone being bullied at school or problems like injustice, racism, and inequality. You would want someone to defend you if you were in a situation like that, wouldn't you? We can do that for others. The last one is pray. The things we've talked about today are difficult. If we want to choose love instead of hate, we're going to need a lot of help. We have to learn to pray for those who've hurt us or are hurting others, just like Jesus said. Now, as we close this message this week, I just wanted to take the chance to pray together as a group and ask God to help us choose love instead of revenge. Prayer is just a way of saying that we talk to God and tell him about our thoughts and our feelings. So let's talk together to God for a moment. Dear God, thank you that Jesus shows us we can show love to our enemies instead of hate and revenge. Help us to have the strength we need to forgive those that hurt us and to choose to respond in love instead, rather than revenge. Help us to choose love. Amen. If we choose to hate our enemies, hate will only grow. But if we choose to love our enemies with God's help, the love will grow, spread, and even change our culture. It's not going to be easy, but it's worth it. Like Jesus said, God's challenging you to love the people you want to hate and see how it changes you, changes them, and changes the world. As we wrap up this week, here's one last question for you to talk about as a group. What are some good ways that you can show love to your enemy? Try and be creative. There's lots and lots of ideas out there, so brainstorm for a bit as a group, and we'll see you back here next week. Bye, everyone.